us in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Don't get nervous. Over.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now Breeze. This one complete to Jordan Reed. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
First down. Ready? Waiting. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from some
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Breeze to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. 55. 6 man. Check girls. Check.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Ready. Yellow lady. Watch the slap.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Jeremy Sprinkle there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. On 1st and 10, Prescott almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Prescott now. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montez Sweat coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Caught left side by Cobb. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. And they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Breeze now on 1st down. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Kill. 5.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze looking downfield for Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now Breeze. It's caught. Jones. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Washington. Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
On third down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That's taken on the 25. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here. Yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down now, it's Elliott. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for him.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat, his second sack of the night.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Maher was 6 of 7 from 50-plus as a 29-year-old rookie, including a Cowboy record 62-yarder, and he's able to knock this one through from distance as well.
Remember, 4 years in Canada, kicked in all kinds of conditions, gives a guy a lot of confidence coming to the NFL.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
Ready, 95-56. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. SOS. Hey, break it down, fellas, break it down. Switch.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Breeze. And he slings one that's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
Here, 21, 21. 5-9.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throw right side taken in by Gallup. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Redskins' 42-yard line.
Now Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 25-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And an alley to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
Ready, 5-8, 5-8. Watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch a return.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the 24, Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Check 56. Watch the room.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott yet again. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just to send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Prescott on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go play action here on first down. Letting one fly deep for Cook. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Intended that time for Cooper. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. How does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of the team, because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now.
95-56. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
I'm here. We're good. We're good. I'm full. Ready.
Now Breeze. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Opposite. 21.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now Austin. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll try the right side with Elliott. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Hey, kill.
3rd and long for Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go to Elliott again. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
No gain on this defense, no gain. Go to 54.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And Paul has it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
A gain of 13 brings up 2nd and 2.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
No.
Throwing. Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Corey Legion.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Prescott. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the 1st quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 42 yards out. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a 1-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Ready, 5-8. He's coming, check in. Ready, back.
He's back to throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Back to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To throw is Breeze. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw, Breeze. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see.
And 1.